edition. Absolute dream car. I love these things. 4.5k for a bike that looks this good. £50. I can see Monika laughing. So. Yep, okay, that's why. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. You join us on, really, you may not be able to tell it from the sky, but a very hot, but a bit overcast day. And today Monika and I are going to do something very, very British, and that's go to a really old pub that was founded or was serving customers in the time of King Henry VIII. I think it was founded in about the 16th century. We've never been there before, but what a perfect way to spend a lovely afternoon. That's why bikes are proper freedom machines. Getting out of the city, you don't have to worry about a thing. It is amazing. Monika's chosen a table that's, well, I've got a family of bees about 20 centimetres from my mouth, so it should be quite relaxing for eating. Yep, I tried, but no, too many bees. So this pub is called George and the Dragon, and it's in a little village called Chipstead in Kent. And I think for Monika and I, it's probably been maybe August last year that we actually went to a pub, because they've only recently opened up, but it's from the 1500s, from the time of King Henry VIII, so it's 500 years older. So this pub, we'll try and get a bit of footage inside, because sometimes we take it for granted in England, like these really old characterful pubs, because in a lot of countries, I think I might say, pubs don't exist, and it's a really nice thing. It makes a brilliant day out. It's also good for me because I'm trying to take my mind off a speech that I've got to do at my brother's wedding on Saturday. And the last speech I did at a wedding, I misjudged it. I was the best man, misjudged the speech incredibly badly, and I lost. Well, I deserved to lose a lot of friends, and I was a disgrace, basically, absolute disgrace. People weren't laughing, their heads were bowed like that, looking away from me. And
it's because you were too drunk.
I had a bottle of wine, and then I basically blacked out. I get very nervous, and I can't speak in front of big crowds, so I need to try and take my mind off it. But actually, next vlog, depending on how things go actually, Monika and I are semi-thinking about getting a ferry down to the Isle of Wight, so the next YouTube video may well be us getting a ferry down to the Isle of Wight, and I would love to do that, so fingers crossed. Oh, and I'll be much more relaxed because I'll have done the speech. Oh, I'll show you something special actually, and that's these Basil sunglasses. I got these about 6 years ago in Tenerife, and I think they're about £280, which is a lot, but they're Steve McQueen special edition. I think they're 718s, I can't remember, but in there, handmade in Italy, special edition Steve McQueen's with the folding lenses. Oh, I love these. It's probably the only thing I've ever bought that hasn't plummeted in value, because usually everything I buy and I think, oh, there's an interesting investment, a week later it's completely worthless. So these actually I think have incredibly held their value. So I think I could sell these still for £280, and for me that's like winning the lottery. MGB and it's pretty close to my absolute dream car. I love these things. They're just the right balance of beautiful but also affordable. They were never expensive to build or make. They're meant to be the everyman's car or the everyman's sports car, and I love it for that. I very stupidly forgot the chain lock, which is so useful if you've got two helmets. You just lock them to the wheel, so I have to carry them around. But this is Sevenoaks, so Monika and I will go for a coffee here, and I know the area well because I used to be an Ocado delivery driver and I used to deliver all around the area and be very jealous, wishing that I could live here one day. Still, maybe one day. Has anyone ever driven or ridden one of these massive maxi scooters? They may look a little bit ridiculous, but I've ridden around Tenerife with Monika on one of them. They are unbelievably comfortable and actually really fun as well. I've never been on anything as comfortable. Look at the size of that back seat. Brilliant machines.
Did we have this one in Bali as well?
I think this is a Chinese one, but we had a Suzuki Bergman, and we also got it in Bali, I think, as well. They're unbelievably nice machines to ride. Been a couple of times, Monika and I have got 125cc scooters if we're in Tenerife or Bali or something like that. And if you're going up a steep hill with two people on a 125cc scooter, you're not going to make it. A couple of times, one, Monika and I had a furious argument in Bali when I had to kick her off because literally it stopped working and I had to be moving with my feet. And another in Tenerife going up a hill, had to kick Monika off. It's always Monika that gets kicked off. It's brilliant. I just sit on the bike. I realised immediately after just showing off my personal sunglasses, I mean, I haven't worn them in about a year and a half, and I noticed straight after showing them that they've got rust all over the metal bits of the frame. So they're worthless. So my one good investment, gone. If I gave a official update, but the bikes I've got guaranteed coming are a bike that I really think could be my absolute dream bike. It's the Triumph Street Scrambler 2021 model, brand new. That's coming, I think, 2nd of July, and then straight after that, literally the same day, so the same driver picks up the Triumph Street Scrambler and drops off Triumph Speedmaster. And I can't wait to see that, because that bike, maybe it's not a direct competitor for the Indian Vintage Dark Horse, but for me, and especially in Europe, it being a bit smaller, that's a real competitor in my mind. Like to see, okay, you know, how do Triumph do it compared to, you know, these big American brands for cruisers. So I cannot wait to try that. That'll be the first ever Triumph cruiser I've tried, and I cannot wait. And there's another bike. I want to try out the Moto CV7. I want to try out the Triumph Scrambler 800, 1100, both fine. But there's also another bike that I want to try that I knew nothing about until about 3 months ago, and that's the Fantic Caballero. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a 500cc. I think it's Chinese made, but it looks so cool and it's brilliant value. So they're top of my list, as well as the Triumphs. Oh, and super exciting if this gets confirmed. I don't want to say too much in case it doesn't, but in August this year, I should be trying out a brand new electric bike. If you've seen my old Livewire videos, have a look at those on YouTube, because I did have a freak out. But this one, it's not designed for anything else other than the city. It's a pure city bike, retro styled, looks just like the Bonneville, and I'll be in St Albans house sitting my parents' house. I'll be able to charge it overnight every night, so I'll get to experience an electric motorcycle, retro styled, and charge it overnight, so never have to worry about charging.
And good value as well.
It's a very good point, actually. 10,000? About 10,000 for it, I think, would be the price. And honestly, to the untrained eye, and you probably don't believe this, but it's true, the untrained eye looks like the Bonneville. Okay, there's something very special parked up, because I spoke about this exact bike on my podcast this morning, about a brilliant 4.5k, great buy if you want to do some nice touring. I actually was talking about the North Coast 500 in Scotland. I very rarely see them. These are rare in the UK. Honda CB1100. Sorry, Monika just got a B right in her eye then. Honda CB1100. This would be top of my list if I was looking for another bike. I like this.
Which one are you talking about?
So sorry, Monika's just asked which one I'm talking about. Bear with her. So this one here is stunning. So I'm going to get Monika to come around here, because the front of it is absolutely beautiful.
Great colour as well.
This is honestly a brilliant value used bike. 4.5k for a bike that looks this good. This area is absolutely stunning. It's Knole Park, and well, before I get onto the house, this is where the Bonneville belongs. Beautiful country lanes and just proper English countryside, like it's a match made in heaven. The house, Knole House over here, they started building this. Just go past the Bonneville there, parked up. Just look at that lane, just going down the hill there and back up again. But Knole House, they started building it in 1455. I'll just get to the top of this hill and zoom in for you. I think Monika may even try get a bit of drone footage because it is absolutely stunning. My gear for the day, shooting with a friend of mine. This area is absolutely stunning, but gear for the day. This is the RST Kevlar riding shirt. It's £150. I can see Monika laughing, so yeah, okay, that's why. It's £150, and this stands up incredibly well to £300-400 riding shirts. It's quite off-putting watching Monika laughing, but anyway, it's £150, brilliant. It's in graphite. I hugely recommend these. They are amazing and brilliant for summer riding. Very nice and cool. And this RST gear, you know, you used to think that RST is for only sports bike riders, you know, the big sports plastic riding boots and stuff, but they do a brilliant new modern classic line, and this is an all new piece for 2021. It's superb at £150, and it stands up to anything. Jeans, tobacco, motorwear, Indigo, Selvedge. Doesn't come with pocket armour, but it's got full, thick, solid Kevlar in all of the impact zones, and they age incredibly well. They just get better the more you wash them. Boots, Broger Moto, I think it's £130 for these. Broger Moto, again, Polish company, superb value, brilliantly cool gear. And let me get the helmets, because I've got here two out of the 3 best summer helmets that I own. Can you get those in shot? Yeah, both like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the exclusive Rage Shiny Black, super thin padding in there with a vent there. And you'll notice I wear the same helmets for summer because what you want is the thin padding. The thick padding like you get on some of them is unpleasant, but these with the thin padding and the thin chin strap like that and like that, heaven for summer riding. And of course you get all the protection for so much wildlife. Shall I just stop this bit now and we'll just film the birds and the deer? Do you know what, I'll wrap this up quickly. Very, very good for summer. This and that, and my DMD 75, amazing. Gloves, throttle snake.
It was just there. Sorry,
Do you know what? That's it. Going to end the vlog back at home, but it's way too perfect a setting here. And days like today, it was only meant to be going to the pub for lunch, but we ended up spending about eight hours on the bike by start to finish. But you feel lucky to be alive on days like today. It really has been that nice. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give the video a like, give a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. And actually, hopefully, next one should be getting on a ferry to the Isle of Wight. So I'll see you then.